All right, we're starting. So this is Dylan Oros, your friendly neighborhood author, and we are playing Rocket League. 3, 2, 1, this is league play with my trusty teammates Merlin and Jester. And we play expert all-star difficulty. Right now we are 20-1, and that's a goal. Rack it, put it on the board. First 30 seconds of the game, thank you very much. Karapika, score 1 for the Wolves is our team name. So today I am streaming, and this will be the part 3 that I'm going to splice into the author diary number 5, which is me reviewing some of my favorite, basically my favorite games of all time in 3 separate parts of 11 different games. So 33 games in all. So this is the last 11, and this is the associated meme of Yuji Itadori from JJK. The first 11 was Sukuna, the next 11 was Gojo, and this final 11, which is very Metal Gear dominant, is... Ooh, that's a save. Let's go. Oh, this is a goal. If we can get here... Oh, man. And then the last 11's Yuji. So... Here, let me pull up my image of the meme so I can get a... feel. That might be a goal. That might be a goal. Get in there. Get in there! Yeah! Perfect. All right, while this plays. Okay. So, the first game we're going to go over is Metal Gear Solid. So, Metal Gear Solid, and we're going to go down the line. Each Metal Gear game is going to get its own little spiel here, because it is truly 5 different games. I'm doing the mainline Metal Gear 5 up to Metal Gear 5, not including the Metal Gear games, such as Metal Gear Not Solid and Metal Gear 2. Oh, nice save. So Metal Gear Solid's first one, 98. I didn't play it in 98. I played Metal Gear Solid in 2020. I played all the Metal Gear games in 2020 except for Metal Gear Solid 5, which I played in like 2017. Oh, come on. Oh, I missed it. When I was like just out of college. Anyways, I played Metal Gear Solid 5 because it was one of the only ones that was on Steam, which is what I had, right? That's a save. So... Oh, let's go. I'm going to dunk this. Oh, he saved it. Wow, these are some death-defying saves and shots. This is a good first game. Oh, man, I just set it up for him. That was a mistake. There we go. Nice. This could be a goal. So anyways, Metal Gear Solid 1. I emulated all these games. It was really striking to me how immersive Metal Gear Solid 1 is, given I was playing it with like a 2020 mind, right? Where I had seen photorealistic games. I already played the peak of Metal Gear. It's truly like a sci-fi experience, because I played Metal Gear Solid, all the games. They're some of my favorite games now, but I played them in the most crazy backwards order, including my first Metal Gear game actually being Metal Gear Solid Babel on Game Boy Color, which was an incredibly deep, probably the most intensely designed Metal Gear, or not Metal Gear, mostly intensely designed Game Boy Color game ever made, or among them, right? And look that game up and go play it, emulate it if you have it, if you want. It's really, really good. Oh, that could be a goal. Let's go! Let's go! What a perfect setup. Alright, so Metal Gear Solid 1, really immersive, perfect pixelated graphics, and it's a gameplay extravaganza of stealth, but you have to use sticky bombs and grenades that block radar, and you have to really figure things out. You have to smoke a cigarette at one point in order to see the laser wires in the smoke. That's a goal. Let's go. Let's go. That's too easy. You see that? Did everybody see that? Did you see what just happened? We just physically dominated this team. This game is over. This game is over. 4-0. So Metal Gear Solid 1 also has a very deep story about the military-industrial complex. And it's very lore-heavy. Liquid Snake, Solid Snake, who are these people? Oh, I can save this. Oh, I didn't save it. That's going to count as an own goal on the sheet, though. Damn it. Metal Gear Solid's about the military-industrial complex as an anime is like the shorthand of saying what it is, but it's actually very intelligently written. It talks about how nuclear disarmament is an opportunity for peace, and it's the dream of his like ideals. But then he also knows that people are going to exploit that, and potentially it's going to make us unsafer, or it's going to make terrorists arise that start taking nukes hostage in order to like maintain that world. Or they know because it's dwindling that doing that will be very valuable, and they'll be able to like hostage out millions or whatever, right? So that's what's happening in the storyline of Metal Gear, which I won't go into all the lore, but it's basically like a hostage diehard situation. You have to go in as a solo guy and figure everything out, and you encounter all these bosses, and they all have lore, and it's all very compelling. All the bosses are very interesting to listen to, like their history. It's like one of the best parts of the game is listening to the bosses. So then you go to Metal Gear Solid 2, which a lot of people say is like one of the best games of all time, or like one of the best stories, or best written, most like thought-provoking. It's very postmodern. It's like doing a critique on games and on art and on like the future of information and what the internet's doing to our brains and all things of this nature. Metal Gear Solid 2 is... Okay, we're good. Just gonna get one more. Oh, that would have been a goal. It's in the bag. So Metal Gear Solid 2 deals with Raiden. It switches it up. You're not the protagonist. You're not Solid Snake anymore. You are at the beginning, but it fakes you out. It's a postmodern replay of the first game, where it's critiquing, like Kojima's going into the critique of what he did with that game, which is essentially an elaborate illusion for Liquid Snake to prove things about their DNA and about Big Boss and about what they would do, and it's like power and terrorism and like... And then the second game is another clone that's like equivalent to Liquid. Let's go. First 7 seconds of the game. I mean, that's clean. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? Parapika is one of the greatest of all time. He's on the level of Messi. We're playing in space, folks. That's right. Oh, that's a goal. Nope. Oh, I messed that up. My controller started to like drag, like almost like it was disconnected. Yeah, I'm not making up an excuse. That's real. I can hit him though. Boom shakalaka. And it gets into the nature of reality again, about like simulation and like the internet, and it gets eventually into AIs becoming something that they're making their case to humanity, that humanity needs to be ruled by AI, because the internet and the future of the digital age is creating so much information and misinformation and like information hazards and things where humanity doesn't know what's going on anymore because our brains can't handle this information. And we don't know what the truth is, and we're losing our way. Oh my gosh, that should have been a goal. So basically AI are needed to sort everything. And he was writing this in 2000. In like 1999, 2000 is whenever that game was getting developed, right? Metal Gear Solid 2 came out in 2001, right before 9/11 happened, and they actually had to change the game because they had an element of the game where like the 9/11 like Twin Towers got blown up in the game, and then that ended up happening later that same year. So he had to like, what the heck? You can choose your respawn now? That's a new. That's cool. Let's go. Oh, that should have been a goal. We can still salvage this. This is gonna be a goal. Oh man. Oh no, we gotta stop that. Yep. Good clean block. Oh, that's a goal. Nope. This is a goal though. Let's go. Let's see. The Metal Gear Solid 2, really good storyline, postmodern, gets crazy at the end. AIs are talking about, we need to take over the world. Actually, we already have. We've been running your government. None of this is real. The president was fake. He thought Raiden was a woman. Let's go. Metal Gear Solid 3. So this is Snake Eater. This goes back. This is the actual original, like, the most prequel, 1965 is I think when this game takes place. It's during the Cold War. It's about the US versus Russia. Oh! Dang. And it's Naked Snake, otherwise later known as Big Boss, and the boss and the villain of the Metal Gear games before this. But you get to see his origin story. It's like a James Bond movie. Eve is your like partner and like femme fatale. She's your Bond girl. Volgan, the electric Russian like psycho general guy, he's like torturing you, and he's like the main villain guy, and he has a really annoying boss fight. You know, there's snipers, there's sneaking. The different emotions are the different emotional extensions of the boss, and they're the different bosses. It's a different camouflage system, stealth system, because it's in the jungle. So the bases are really interesting. It's like you're invading like basically like jungle type bases. It's like you eventually get to like superstructures where you're like motorcycling around and getting chased by a Metal Gear at the end of the game. But a lot of the game takes place in the jungle, and the game plays invading bases or traversing jungle and sneaking by goons or sniping them. Bosses are engaging, really good storyline, really good music. Cynthia Harrell has like a James Bond X anthem. Let's go. Oh yeah, scoring yourself. That's a hat trick for me. So that's Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 4 is the flash forward to the future. This picks up right after Metal Gear Solid 2, basically. No, like, you know, a couple years after Metal Gear Solid 2. But Snake has aged because of Fox Die, this virus. It's all his lore in his blood. And he's aging really fast now. So he's Old Snake now. And as Old Snake, you're basically still awesome because you have a super suit. So it doesn't matter really. But he has to like argue and like complain about stuff because he's old and everything hurts. And it's really sad because it's actually a game about closure. Oh, let's go. That should be a save. I basically saved it. The game's about death and closure, and it's actually really sad. And Otacon's really good in it. Otacon's like telling the story of Old Snake. I also read the novelization, which is fantastic, by Project Ito for Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. This one I had to really crazily emulate a PS3 on my PC. It was actually very difficult to like set up, and I couldn't do it. So then how I played this game, I believe actually, is I couldn't get the PS3 emulator to work because like they still haven't cracked the system or whatever at that time. And then I had to get it on PS4 where I streamed it through my PC because I wanted to stream it on my Twitch, which I did. So basically that game I played on my PS4 using like a trial system that like streamed to my PC or something. It was crazy. I had to like do a bunch of kung fu to figure out how to play that game in the first place and then how to stream it too. And I was able to accomplish it and do it. It's on my YouTube. Let's go. Look at that perfect assist. Another 7-1 game. We're straight up gods. We're gods on the pitch. Look at this. Look at this pass. Just lobbed it right there. Ding dong, you're gone. We're just dominating these teams. So, Metal Gear Solid 4, really about the death of the hero and how he has to come back one more time when he didn't want to come back the last 2 times, and he's sick of it, and he's been shot a million times, and he's gonna die soon because of this virus in his blood. But then he has to become a hero again and do all this crazy sneak mission, and it's the hardest stuff ever, and he's battling like multiple Metal Gear at once. He's piloting his own Metal Gear by the end of that game. He's climbing through like radiation super sickness. That game has a crazy ending. Really satisfying too. Really satisfying closure about the end of like the Metal Gear saga. And something to reflect on with that game and all the Metal Gear games, even Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, 2, 3, and 4. All those games were made under, not under duress, but it was intimated by Kojima in some of his statements since like making the games, and at the time as well for some of these games, that he didn't really want to keep making Metal Gear, and he was looking for another new game or something on the way out. He wanted to do different things, new things. But Konami, who was his like publisher, was like funding him and like giving him his dev team and everything. They were like, you need to keep making Metal Gear because these are the games that sell. Everybody loves this. Keep making sequels. People love this. And then, of course, you know, having that mandate and also having ideas, obviously, and sitting down to make those games, he kept coming up with new, interesting ideas. And he credits it as, because he didn't really want to keep making the same game and he wanted to do something new, he used the sequels as an opportunity to completely remake the game and make it a completely new experience in many ways. They're all stealth action games, but if you look at the progression of 1, 2, 3, 4, by the time we get to 4, he's kind of perfected the stealth espionage system, and he has a super suit that he can camouflage, and it's like urban combat, and he's doing like an Iraq war commentary. He was making that game while the Iraq war was still going on. He's giga chatting about like how it's like a war about profit, and it's all about the economy, and like they're stealing the money, they're stealing the oil, they're stealing the gold, and it's all true. Kojima was right about all of that. Oh my gosh, I thought that was going to be a score. Let's go. Let's go. Someone get in there. Someone get in there. Let's see. We haven't scored yet. That's a score. Nope. That's a score, though. Let's go. Knocked it in yourself. Okay. So Metal Gear Solid 4 is kind of the end of things in many ways, but then he comes back and makes Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, which is another prequel, but not to the beginning of things, but in the 1980s. And you don't play as Naked Snake, you play as his body double, a clone of him that was created with the same mind and genes, but is ultimately not him. And yeah, this is like crazy lore. So imagine me playing that game first and not having the lore of even who Big Boss was, like who the heck is Venom Snake, who is Cypher. He sent everybody to hell. What the heck are they talking about? Who is Zero? That's a goal. Let's go. It's 2-0. These people are getting dunked on. I didn't know what was going on with the lore, but the gameplay. And actually, this is one of the first essays I ever wrote about a video game. Metal Gear Solid 5 inspired me to write this essay about how satisfying the game was with the control scheme. Oh my god! My own teammate betrayed me and set me off balance and like really messed me up there. If you look at this replay, this is embarrassing. Look at me. He knocked me back. I tried to recover. I knocked it, but it was too late. This is a close game, man. We don't know what's going to happen. We got to get a lead up. Let's go. Let's go. So we're 22 and like 1 right now. And the last season I went undefeated, but I lost a game this season, and it was a close game, and you know I accepted it. So I'm not going to reset the game or reset the play. So we're not going to have an undefeated season, but we can still win the championship. Let's go. So Metal Gear Solid 5 is a gameplay extravaganza. It's like more open world. It's like in Afghanistan. You can ride a horse, you can snipe, you can do your own loadout. I use the wolf frequently, where the wolf can spot people for you as you snipe them, or go and like basically murder people or like knock them out or injure them severely by mauling them because it's a wolf. That was a perfect clear. I just changed the entire dynamic of the game with that clear. Oh, Merlin, you gotta get there. Oh, Merlin, let's go. Let's go, Merlin. Oh, I thought that was in. Nope. Okay, I gotta get back. So Metal Gear is great. That's another game I want to replay soon because I played it. I did a completionist run. I did every mission. I didn't S-class every mission. I'm not that crazy, but I played every mission and like unlocked everything. But then I only played it once, so I need to replay that game. I've replayed Ground Zeroes multiple times, which is like the one mission prequel. They just tied it. Oh no. Okay, we still have one goal. I played the Ground Zeroes game several times now, but I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5, replayed it yet. So I want to do that. But yeah, it's a really perfectly designed gameplay experience. That is where Kojima truly perfected Metal Gear. And although he didn't fully get to finish the story due to some like development budget issues and timing issues, apparently like the story wasn't truly completed. The gameplay of that game and the stealth espionage dream of what he has with Solid Snake and Metal Gear, he perfected it with Metal Gear Solid 5, and I stand by that. I think it's a true masterpiece. One of my favorite games. Honestly, like one of those desert island games too. It's like GTA, but like way better design, where you can kind of do it as a sandbox and play it forever. It's that type of game. Let's go! Oh, let's go! Someone dunk that! Oh, I needed the dunk there. There it is. There's the dunk. But I don't get the assist. It was too late. The scorekeeper would give that to me. If it was a human scorekeeper, they'd be like, yeah, that was an assist by Zora. Let's go. Perfect goal. All right, we got a 2-cushion lead, 36 seconds. Let's lock in. So that's the end of the Metal Gear games. That makes up 5 of the 11 games on this list, which is all... This is Yuji using Benevolent Shrine. And the next game on the list, which is another game I want to stream the campaign of, because it's not even particularly long, and I just need to replay it. It's a game you can't buy on Steam anymore, sadly. It's one of those games that the license got pulled. Oh, nice. I thought they were going to score. And it's called Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Nice block. Good block at the end. Fall of Cybertron. It's like... Another game on this list it's like Gears of War third-person action game with big guns, big bodies, and you're a transformer. You can turn into a truck or a jet or a tank. A 23-in-1, nice. So, Transformers Fall Cybertron. It details the end of the Cybertron planet where all the Transformers come from. The Decepticons versus the Autobots begins there, but Megatron and Optimus Prime used to be friends, and the factions form, and then there's a civil war, and that's what like ends everything. And you get to play the ending days of like Cybertron. It's called Fall of Cybertron because that's what the campaign is, and you get to play as both Megatron and Optimus Prime, and it's really, really fun. And then I really like that game for the multiplayer. The reason it's on my list is because I was playing that multiplayer like in between classes in college. And it was a really interesting mix of like European and Asian and Russian players on the online servers. And the servers weren't huge, so you ended up playing with the same people a lot because it wasn't a hugely popular like game. And I was playing it like, not super after its release. It was like probably like, damn, should have got that. What is Merlin doing? Merlin's stuck. Look at Merlin. He's completely stuck. Okay. Oh! Okay. We're clear. No! I didn't hit it out of his way enough. Okay. Let's go. That's a goal. Easy. Too easy. They let me have that header. I just went pure Ronaldo mode. He recorded the highest header in football history. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Not that that was that, but, you know. Transformers followed Cybertron. Had a really cool class system with the multiplayer where you could play as like a tank who was like a heavy that had a machine gun. You know, that was like the guy everybody like tank. Everybody rallied around. Does the least damage but has the most health. And then there was also the medic, which is what I played. The medic was the scientist who is also the sniper. So he had a sniper rifle, and then he also had healing. I can score this. Oh, I missed it. I had to like get in front of it and then hit it to the side, and I just couldn't get there. Dang it. Let's go. No. Anyways, I played a lot of medic, and you turn in, that was the guy who turned into a jet. So you could get into really fun situations where, since you could fly, you could do crazy attacks, aerial attacks. I just loved that game, man. Oh, I don't have enough boost, man. Oh, damn it. I didn't have any boost. Go. All right, let's go. Let's go. Someone's got to be there. Oh, he dinked it. He dinked it. He dinked it. Let's go. That's an assist for me. Merlin. Merlin and Jester are really reliable ultimately. They just got to be in the right position. Sometimes they bug out. Sometimes they're right there. Merlin is typically a goal scorer. Jester's more of an assist creative playmaker. And Jester's a really good goal scorer. I mean, Jester's kind of the most reliable one of all. That's a goal. Oh my god. I led it straight to him instead of trying to hit it to the corner. Mistake. Cleared. That's a goal. Oh my goodness. I got 5 shots. Only 1 goal. Oh, Hound. Hound just outplayed me there. All right, next on the list, which is... Maybe should have gone before. Oh, no, that's a goal unless somebody gets it. Oh, they dunked it. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. This is a close game. This is a close game. Gears of War, the first one, and I just kind of think of them all. I've played all of them up to Gears of War 5. I haven't played like one of the spin-offs or whatever, some of the spin-offs. But Gears of War is a fantastic third-person action shooter, third-person shooter, chainsaw. Oh my gosh. Did you just see that? Did everybody just see that? Everybody just see that? Let's just look at the trajectory on this bad boy. Nobody cleared it. Big mistake. Big mistake there. One of my shots paid off. Uh-oh. Let's go. Good night. This one's over, folks. Good night. Bye-bye. See you later. Good night. So, Gears of War. What can I say? Graphics astounded me. I remember getting that on Xbox 360 when it was like one of the first 5 games I bought after like Halo 3 and stuff. And wow. Wow. The chainsaw gun, the Lancer. How can you not love it? Really good storyline about like these crazy emulsion freak goblin people that come out of the ground and start killing everyone, and it starts this crazy war. We gotta have this crazy technology to fight them. The Hammer of Dawn, the Berserker, let's go crazy. The crazy gore, the raptor, like the krill, or whatever the heck those like raptor bat people were. And then Ram, the boomers, the boom shot, shotgun, the 2-piece, multiplayer. Are you kidding me? Gears of War, let's go. I mean, Gears of War is one of the goated all-time games ever. Let's get real. Cliff Bleszinski, He freaking cooked. He freaking cooked. Marcus Phoenix? You kidding me? A-Train? Or Coltrane, sorry. Yeah, Gears of War is great. And I look forward to any new games. It's like the Laura Bailey's like the son of, or the daughter of the other characters, and like it's all lored out. It's good. Okay, so then next I'll go with Mass Effect. Mass Effect 07. I got Mass Effect and Assassin's Creed for Christmas. They've both been out, you know, for a few months. One longer than the other, maybe since summer. I got them both at Christmas, and I was like, wow. And I played them both, you know, kind of successively, one after another. And I realized afterwards, I was like, this is the future of gaming. That's right. I really thought that. And I said that. Mass Effect, really good RPG. The psionic abilities are really satisfying. I was a big psionics, like using the hover, lift, push, hold, the biotics. That stuff was raw. You could like lift people up and then shoot them out of the air. Like, I loved the combat in Mass Effect. I looked forward to it every combat. I sniped people. Like, the games just get better and better. Like, I put Mass Effect 1 on here, but it's really just all the games. Mass Effect Trilogy. I need to play Andromeda. I bought it. It's like, you know, in my inventory, but I haven't played it. But I didn't play Mass Effect 3 for years. I played Mass Effect 1 and 2, and then I finally played Mass Effect 3 once the anniversary, you know, the deal edition came out. Oh man, I tried to like hit it off of somebody like a cue ball. Ah, I gotta get there in front of it. I gotta get in front of this. Wow. Oh, I blew that. I blew that. My plan did not work because I didn't hit it. This is like a scrappy game right now. We're scrapping for possession. Oh! That was a good block. That might have been a goal if I didn't block it. Oh! Someone's got to block that. No. Good. Oh, I blew that. Oh, it's right there. Someone's got to dunk it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Huge play. Merlin. Good, clean fun. So Gears of War, Mass Effect. What can I say about Mass Effect? The side quests are really good. The companions are good. BioWare perfected the whole companion camaraderie. Find out the lore of your companions, and that contributes to the main story. And they get stronger, and it just feels good, and you can romance everyone. I mean, Mass Effect's like a crazy romance sim, and on top of the crazy RPG elements and the cool ideas with biotics, all the alien races and the different histories and lores. The Vorcha. The Vorcha are ontologically evil and can be killed in unlimited amounts with no like moral cost. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Mass Effect? So go with Fallout and Left 4 Dead next. With both came out in 08, and I remember getting the magazine for Fallout for Xbox, official magazine, and like getting the preview for Fallout and just being like, this game is going to be so good. And I was completely right. Fallout 3 is my favorite. It was the first Fallout game I ever played, and it's my favorite just because those initial like explorations of DC and going to the convenience store and duking it out with the raiders and everything. Like, I love Fallout, and seeing the lore in the Wasteland for the first time is unforgettable. Super mutants. Story's really good in 3 too. But it's just Fallout like coming back. Oh wow, big goal right there. They're still in this. Fallout 3 has really good music. That system, the exploration, it changed up the leveling to where everything didn't level to you like like in Oblivion, which is they went from Oblivion to Fallout 3 to Skyrim, right? Like that was the progression for Bethesda. So Fallout 3, they had made some progression since Oblivion. And VATS was another really good system that was great, and their like engine and everything. The exploration, the lore, the vaults. Like the best part of Fallout for a lot of people is the quests where you go into the vaults or you deals with the vaults and like finding out what the vaults were, what kind of social experiment each one was. They're all like really crazy social experiments. All the vault heads basically had plans to figure out how to perfect humanity and, you know, mess with humanity and do bio experiments and everything. Perfect position there for that save. Oh my gosh. Left it behind. Not good. Oh yeah, cleared. Oh man, what a hit back. Good hit, good hit, good hit. That's a big clear. Huge dynamic clear. Ah, oh, sucks. I would have been there for that cross. Let's go. Someone get there. Merlin, let's go. I had 3 assists, no goals. Nice. That was a pure utility player, assists and saves. I love it. Merlin had his hat trick. Chester had a utility goal. Love to see it. All right, Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, and there's one final mystery game that no one will be able to guess as to round out this final 11 on my game talk. And no, it's not Rocket League, the final game. So Left 4 Dead. I put Left 4 Dead on here because I have a lot of fond memories playing co-op with my friends on Left 4 Dead, where we would play out all the campaigns. We played some multiplayer too, but just playing the campaigns, I just remember having fun, trying the higher difficulties eventually and everything, replaying like Mercy Hospital. And that game was meant to be replayed because it was one of those first like procedurally generated, you know, first person shooter action games where every single, due to their AI system, for how the zombies spawned, when the hordes came, where the special infected were positioned, that was all determined by like an algorithm that was dynamic and changed in every time the campaign went on, you know, to some degree, like a roguelike. So it made it highly replayable. And Left 4 Dead's like a zombie apocalypse simulator where you're a group of 4 survivors. You can play it 1 player and it's 3 AI. Like I'm doing right now, you can play it like this where it's all AI and you're just playing with AI and you can still have fun. Or you can play a 4-player co-op on split screen back then, or on Xbox Live and everything, which is how we played it. Let's go, get in there. Nope, missed it. Missed it again. Although I wasn't fully aiming that time as well. So Left 4 Dead, dynamic maps. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Right over my head. I mean, we're down. I mean, what can I say? Except they're going to lose. We're going to win. This is a team that always fights hard. Guardians always fights hard against me. Gerwin, he's like my Sasuke. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, that was huge. They scored anyways. It's 0-2. What did I just say? Gerwin is my Sasuke. I just got Sasuke's. Sasuke! We're in trouble, folks. We're down 0-2. We gotta get to work right now. So Left 4 Dead, I used to play as Bill. The old Vietnam vet. Pale's here! He was kind of struggling. He has his vet gear on. He's got his M16. I loved him. He's a hero to me. Really important character to my development as a gamer, honestly. Let's go. Easy. We're back in this. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. This is when you go grab the ball out of the net, you run it to the center. Oh, this was my score? I thought I got the assist. Wow. Okay, so the final game, Left 4 Dead 2 can be included in that too. We're still waiting on Left 4 Dead 3, although Valve, you know, doesn't count that high. Final game on my final 11, which is in the heart and center of Yuji, which I think Yuji would love this game if he played it. This is very deep, but also very like martial arts action focused as well. Has very big concepts, sci-fi, but is also about like the heart and also like consciousness and transhumanism and class war. That's right. I'm talking about Xenogears on the PlayStation 1, developed by Squaresoft. It's closely related to both Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VII. It's related to those games in the sense that there's some developer crossover, there's some idea crossover, and they literally had like project name differences and stuff like that between the different games. So Xenogears is a mecha RPG that's like a turn-based. Nice, Jester. Good shot. We're back. It's tied. Okay, now I can focus. It's tied up. Now we got it. Now I smell blood. Oh no. Okay. So Xenogears is another game I captured. I streamed it in 2020 during lockdown. It was one of those games that I was like, you know what, I'm going to figure out how to emulate this game, which was one of the first games I really had to emulate or figure out things for. It actually wasn't that hard once I figured it out. Save states and all that stuff. Which can also help you like cheese some battles and make it a little bit easier, which I think I did. Like save states and emulation makes everything easy. Let's go. Score that. Someone hit that in. Ugh. So Xenogears, it's like also heavily influenced by Neon Genesis Evangelion. You know what that is? A lot of crazy similarities actually. Let's go. So you get orphaned at the beginning and you're trying to figure out what's going on. You have a sensei that's kind of like manipulating you or lying to you. You have a redhead female companion that's like another mecha pilot, and you have to start fighting against this guy that's like trying to fight God, and there's different forces, and there's like elites that live in the sky like Elysium. There's like bioengineering, there's like, you know, human sacrifice. There's like some Togashi, you know, Evangelion, you know, stuff in this game that is very like adult and very deep. And it's another thing I wrote like a really long essay on because I was like profoundly moved by playing it. Xenogears is one of a kind, and it's a spin-off. They made spin-off games. They're in the same universe, like in some ways, I think. I don't know the full history or timeline, and the Xenoblade series are like related to Xenogears, but it's not the same timeline exactly. But people talk about why didn't they ever make a Xenogears sequel, and why didn't they ever remake Xenogears like they did, like, you know, Final Fantasy VII or whatever, where they could use modern technology to make a really satisfying game. I mean, one of the unique aspects that I think they should retain if they did a remake or a port or whatever to modern consoles is the martial arts. So it's like a turn-based Final Fantasy game, right? Where it's like you do attack, defend, flee, use item, all that. But whenever you do like your attacks, you have to use like a martial arts specific button combination, like triangle, triangle, square, X, or whatever, or triangle, triangle, triangle. And whenever you do that, it does a specific martial arts ability that like you can like target or set things up or like combo things, kind of like Chrono Trigger or something like that. That's another reason it has similarities. It's like the active time battle system is very similar to Chrono Trigger. So yeah, Xenogears, I would say, is one of my favorite games, close to my heart. It's a game I want to replay. I hope they do remake it, or there's been rumblings about potentially something like that in the future. So I hope it happens. So that rounds out my final 11. So to review, it's Metal Gear Solid 1 through 5. It's Transformers: Fall of Cybertron, Gears of War, the series, Mass Effect, the series, Fallout 3, and also kind of Fallout the series, like New Vegas is Fallout 3, like as like an expansion, and then Left 4 Dead, and then Xenogears as the final game. So that's going to be it for me and the book or game talk, as this is the final 11, the part 3, the UG games. And thanks for listening. And I hope you are inspired. You share some of these favorite games as well. You're inspired to try some of them out. If I was able to convince you with my ranting and ravings on them and calling them fantastic, thanks for listening. And yeah, stay frosty, keep gaming, and look forward to this championship in the future. You may see it again on a stream, a future stream. Have a good night.